Chelsea looked to complete the signing of 21-year-old Italian defender Marco Palestra from Atalanta, and while many fans may not know about him yet, this could be one of the smartest signings of the summer. So who is Marco Palestra, and what makes him so highly rated? Most importantly, what does he actually bring to Chelsea? Let's break it all down. What's going on, YouTube? It's Chelsea Takeover here. And today we're talking about Marco Palestra, the young wingback from Atalanta that Chelsea looks set to buy after completing his medical today. The first thing you'll notice about Palestra is that he's built for modern football. He's about 6'1". You can see the athleticism. He's quick. He's incredibly powerful in transition. He's not just a traditional fullback who stays deep. He loves getting forward, overlapping wingers, and driving the ball up the pitch. He's completed some of the most take-ons out of anyone under 21 in the world, up there with Yan Diomande, who's about to go for $100 million to Liverpool. Last season on loan at Cagliari, he developed into one of Serie A's best young defenders, winning Serie A Defensive Player of the Year. He played primarily as a right wingback, but also showing that he could play on the left or even on the midfield when needed. His versatility is a huge reason Chelsea targeted him. Another thing with Palestra that I did just touch on is that he's really good at carrying the ball. He doesn't pass it back under pressure. He attacks defenders with that pace, that confidence, beating his man one-on-one before driving into the open space. That ability to progress the ball, is exactly what Xabi Alonso looks for his wingbacks. If you think about Jeremy Frimpong, who went to Liverpool but played at Bayer Leverkusen under Xabi Alonso previously, that's exactly what Jeremy Frimpong did on that right-hand side. Instead of recycling possession, Palestra helps attacks move forward quickly, turning these defensive situations into counterattacks. When you think about N'Golo Kante, you think of an engine. And when you think of Marco Palestra, you also think of someone with the high engine. Not saying he's N'Golo Kante, but he does have that trait to have that engine where he's never going to give up. And if you've watched us over the last few years, you've seen Malo Gusto do a lot of different roles, but not really do them at the high level. And I think Marco Palestra is someone who can cover enormous amounts of ground under Xabi Alonso. He's got incredible stamina, which allows him to attack while also allowing him to get back on defense after recovering from attack. He's someone that presses aggressively. He tracks runners and he doesn't stop working. That work rate alone makes him ideal for a system that relies on wingbacks providing width throughout the match, specifically a Xabi Alonso system. Something I want to touch on that he can improve on is definitely his defensive qualities. His attacking qualities are the things that stand out. He's not an incredible defender, but he's a good defender. He's aggressive in duels, he wins plenty of tackles, and he uses that athleticism that I continuously touch on to recover when caught up high in the pitch. Because of this height and physicality, he's comfortable defending crosses and isn't easily bullied by bigger forwards. So you think of someone like an Antoine Semenyo, Marco Palestra would be a great match against him. However, like most defenders like Levi Cole in his first year under Pochettino, his positioning can still improve, but the raw tools are all there. And as I touched on earlier, one of the biggest reasons we move so aggressively for him is that flexibility. He can play right wing back, right back, left wing back, left back, and as a wide midfielder in the build-up phase. This will give Xabi Alonso multiple tactical options throughout the season. If injuries happen, or if Chelsea change formation, Palestra can adapt without the team losing balance, and this is a perfect fit for Xabi Alonso. His teams rely heavily on attacking wingbacks. He wants defenders who are comfortable on the ball, willing to dribble, capable of creating overloads, and disciplined enough to recover defensively. Palestra checks nearly every single box. He's not arriving as just a defender. He's arriving as an attacker as well. As we talked about his defensive, there's other things that need improvement. He's a young player, so he's not going to be perfect. He's not going to be the finished article. He can still improve his final ball. His crossing can be more consistent. He can work on his decision-making in the final third. And then there's also the fact that he's making the jump from the Serie A, where he won Defender of the Year, to the Premier League, which is one of the toughest transition leagues in football. The raw pace, the intensity, the physicality will all increase dramatically. And at 21 years old, there's plenty of room for him to grow, but that physicality, that intensity that he plays with, the athleticism he has, he's already up there in terms of Premier League status. This arrival does create competition, whether it's Reece James who might play that right mid for minutes, or if Malo Gusto remains at the club. We don't know if Marco Palestra will be a starter, but with the fact that he provides depth across both flanks, Palestra does give a high upside option for Chelsea, and I think he will be a starter either at that right wing back or left wing back, right mid, left mid, whatever you want to call it, position. So no, Marco Palestra is not the blockbuster name. and it does seem like a Blue Coast signing in terms of the fact that he's 21 years old, but it does seem like it was a Xabi Alonso-oriented transfer. He's athletic, he's versatile, he's technically gifted, and he fits exactly what Xabi Alonso would want from a wingback. If he develops the way many in Italy believe he will, Chelsea could have one of Europe's best fullbacks on their hands. This move will be completed sometime soon. He's already signed his contract, gone through the medical and everything. It's just waiting for the announcement. But I want to know, what do y'all think? Is Marco Palestra the right signing for Chelsea, or should the club have gone after someone more established? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank y'all so much for watching. This is Chelsea Takeover talking about Marco Palestra. Again, if you like the signing or you don't like the signing, be sure to give this video a thumbs up anyway. But as always, it's Chelsea Takeover, and I'm out. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.